Cocky conversations, pull up and vibe. We talk that real, no need to lie. Pretty with a plan, I'm certified. Mic stay hot when I go live. Cocky conversations, no holding back. Real direct, no sneak attacks. Queen talk only, baby, that's a fact. If you ain't bold, better fade to black. Cocky conversations.
Alrighty. So we're back to Cocky Conversations with Monica Michelle, and we have the world's greatest crash out, Monica. And we're going to be interviewing her today to find out what her problem is, what her triggers are, and we're going to try to help Monica Michelle to figure out what her problem is with men and situationships. So Monica, if you can tell us, we're going to start with your most recent situation. You had a public crash out moment. And we're going to start to try to figure out what the problem was, what the start and finish problem was. We're going to try to help you resolve what your problem was in that moment. And we're going to try to help most women while they're navigating situationships and while they're navigating mental health and while they're navigating the things that come along with situationships. So first thing first, tell me about the situation that you were currently in that made you crash out. So you asked me what led me to this moment, what led me to the crash out moment. I would say, first of all, I met the dude, right? I thought he was the coldest nigga ever, right? I thought that he was, a blessing from heaven. Own house, own car, own business. This was the coldest nigga ever, in my opinion. I only date niggas only 50 years old. This was like a real thing for me. Again, I would say that when I met him, I thought he was him. You know what I'm saying? Again, he checked off all my non-negotiables. Again, this nigga was him for real, right? In my head, like this nigga was him. And so I met him, everything was good. Own house, own car, checked off all the things on my list. The dick was good, all those type of stuff. Hey. Bring the security in because this bitch is crazy. I'm just playing. But the dick was good, everything was good. So, yeah, and just for the record, I only date niggas only 50 years old, successful. But yeah, so everything was good. And so I was dating him, we was hanging out. Everything was good. I think that a little bit along the way, I became obsessed a little bit because I felt like this nigga was him. I felt like this nigga was everything that I ever dreamed of. He had his own house, his own car, his own business that was thriving. He was a big person in the community. This nigga was him for real. Like this nigga was him. I don't take nothing from that. But I would say like over time, as far as him being him, I would say over time, I became obsessed with these niggas. Over time, I'm a person, I own my own house. I'm college educated. I have my own child. We're doing really well, seemingly. But over time, I felt like, yo, this is this nigga. Like, this is really a big thing. Like, this is the best nigga that I've ever dealt with. And his dick was big. And so that was a big thing. And so over time, I was just like, yo, this nigga's him for real. Like, this is the best nigga that I've ever found. This is the person that I've ever This is the best person that, you know, that could be alive. This is him. So over time, you know, I just kind of like hang out with him and do. We fuck. But here's what I would say, and this is what I want to articulate in this interview. When we would fuck, it would just be fucking, and then it would just be fuck, put your clothes on and leave, right? So I'm 37 years old, so I'm thinking to myself, God damn, like, I have not ever in my life, I don't want to be in these type of situationships. Like, my whole life, I always cut off niggas, block niggas, always done all this type of stuff to cut off this type of situation. But this nigga come along, he got everything I want, all my non-negotiables, right? All the stuff that ladies say that are non-negotiable, women put on their negotiable list, non-negotiable, all the stuff that ladies put on their list, I put on this list. And this nigga met it, or he didn't meet it, but it didn't matter what he didn't meet. What matters is this nigga met all the notches on the list. This nigga was a homeowner. This nigga was successful in business. This nigga was a great community person. This nigga had a big dick. This nigga was dark skinned. All the things that women want, this what this nigga was, right? Okay. So fast forward to the 23 minutes moment. Again, I would say that him and I were cool. He did make a stance that he didn't want a relationship, right? I would say that I was like, okay, cool. Like, I don't want a relationship either. All I wanted was time. All I wanted was just to spend time with a nigga, hang out with a nigga, fuck a nigga real good. And that was really it, you know. I was just like, you know, I'm just going to hang out with this nigga. He's only 50 years old, you know. This is my type of speed right here, right? He's successful. This is my thing. So we start hanging out, you know. I would add in, just for intentional purposes, I would say, you know what? I asked this nigga to go out a couple times, go out to eat, go out here, go out there. He was like, nah, no, my stomach hurt. No, I can't do it right now. No, you know, he would always have some type of excuse. So I'm like, all right, like, you know, this nigga's full of bullshit, but whole time, like, all right, like, you know, eventually it'll get it better. So fast forward to the 23 minute moment. So I hit him up one day. I was like, yo, like, you know, let's just, you know, I'll hit you up. You come over here. We're going to have sex. It's going to be a great, good old time. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm only telling you guys this. I'm only telling you guys this for an interview and on camera because this is what women think in our heads. I'm only telling you guys this to save you from situationships and whatever you tell your mind that you can handle, but you can't. In my mind, I told myself, like, oh yeah, I can deal with a nigga just giving me big, good old dick. I can deal with that. I can, you know, he come by my house every now and again, knock me out real good. Like, I can deal with that. Like, that's no problem. Like, what? I'm good. I'm Monica. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm good. I'm Monica. Cocky conversations. I can deal with that. Like, what? Dumb. Big dumb. So, fast forward to the 23 minute moment, right? So I hit him up one day. I said, hey, you know, can we have sex? You know, da-da-da. Can you come to my house? So at this moment, I'm obsessed with him, right? I'm obsessed with who he is in the community. I'm obsessed with that he got money. I'm obsessed with that he got his own house. I'm obsessed with that he got his own car. I'm obsessed with that he take care of his children. I'm obsessed with who he is as a person. right? Mind you, that shit don't got nothing to do with me as a person. It don't pay none of my bills. It don't pay none of my car payment, nothing. I'm just obsessed with who this nigga is. Okay, so one night he said, you know what? I'm gonna come over there. And I'm gonna come over there and pin you to that couch. Okay. So he get here. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, you know, we cool. We've been chilling. We've been kicking it for the last couple of months. Like, we good. And I'm a person that I like to make love. I like to chill. I like to fuck. I like to do. And he's like, bend over. Bend over. So I'm like, all right. I bend over. I bend over. We have sex. And after we have sex, that's it. There's no kissing. There's no hugging. There's no romance. There's no nothing. It's like, oh, damn. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, whoa. Like, this shit is crazy. So, you know, we do that and we do it. It's cool. But I'm like, damn. Like, so at this point, I feel disgusted. I feel like, damn, this nigga just used me for sex. Da, da, da. Like, this nigga just, whoa, like, damn, like, this nigga just took over me. But, so I had to go to sleep with that night, right? So, I would say to explain in that moment I felt dirty. I felt like, damn, I'm a hoe, I'm a slut, like, damn, this nigga just used me for my pussy, like, damn, this nigga don't even like me for real. He didn't kiss me, he didn't hold me, he didn't coddle me, nothing, like, damn, like, I'm really a slut for real. But it's just like, damn, I consented to it, I agreed to it, but it's just like, you would never know what a nigga might do, right? Like, in his mind, I'm just here to get some pussy. But in your mind, as a woman, you thinking like, damn, this nigga gonna hold me, this nigga gonna coddle me, this nigga gonna hold me, this nigga's really gonna hold me till like the sun come up. This nigga came in there, got the pussy, and left. And so from that moment, like, I was like, yo, like, I'm just pussy to this nigga. Like, I don't mean shit to this nigga. Like, this is just pussy. Like, I don't mean nothing. I don't mean nothing. Like, it don't matter if I'm educated. It don't matter if I'm a homeowner. It don't matter if I'm pretty, if my hygiene is good. This nigga don't like me for real. This nigga is just here for pussy. So, when it was over, you know, he left and, you know, he went back to his normal routine. But I would just say that when you're in those type of situations, stop lying to yourself, right? Stop lying to yourself. Stop telling yourself that you're cool with those type of situations. Stop telling yourself like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I just want some dick. No, you don't. You're lying to yourself. You want somebody to hold you. You want somebody to kiss you. You want somebody to wake up the next day and tell you what your favorite color is. You want somebody to tell you, you know, what your favorite flavor of ice cream is. You want somebody to really pay attention to you. You want somebody to really, like, lock in with you. You want somebody to really, like, tell you, like, what your kids' names is. How you wash your clothes, what you wash your clothes with. You want somebody to tell you all those type of things. And when they don't, we as women be mad at ourselves. We as women, like, really, like, crash out sometimes. We as women, like, lose our shits. And the whole time, like, we are disrespecting ourselves because we allow that shit. The whole time that man treated me like trash in 23 minutes, I have to reiterate that, 23 minutes. The whole time that man treated me like this, I was so mad at him. I was so disgusted. And I felt like he betrayed me as a woman, but the whole time I betrayed myself. The whole time I signed up for that. The whole time I said, yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with you just coming over here fucking me and leaving. And the whole time I wasn't. I was destroyed. I was flabbergasted. Like, hell no. Like, what? I'm a girl. I'm a woman. How would you come over here and do me like that in 23 minutes? So again, those 23 minutes was the most disrespectful thing that I've ever did to myself and that I would allow a man to do to me. All right. All right, Monica. What do you want to resolve from today's visit? Because I noticed that you came in and you wanted to have a certain solution for today's visit. So what do you want to resolve? I would just say that know your boundaries, know your non-negotiables, know how you want to move in this dating world. If you a bitch that like to fuck and you don't have no feelings, that's cool. I don't have an issue with that, but I'm talking to the females that know they really want a valuable situationship or relationship. Know that you want, know that you really want something for real. Know that you want somebody to love you back, not just somebody who loves you. Know that you really want somebody who loves you back. I would say, thrive in those situations, because when you get in situationships, I looked at a podcast one time and they said that the only thing that you have in common is only you and another person don't like you for real. That's the only thing that you have in common. You and the other person simply do not like you. They don't have no value for you. They do not like you. That's the only type of thing that you have in common with a situationship. So I would say cancel situationships. Those are things that they're built upon sex and temporary commitment. And, I don't know. I would just say leave those situations alone, because if you're anything like me and you desire love and commitment and companionship, situationships are only temporary and they're dangerous. And I would just say cancel them for all of 2025. Again, if you know you're a girly that really likes love, if you know that you're a girly that really likes situations and you really like showing up for your nigga, cooking for him, cleaning, all that type of stuff, get that nigga to commit to you. Again, we as women gotta stop thinking that we gotta stop just sleeping with men and thinking that they like us when they don't really like us. They just want sex. It's just lustful. So I would just say, find somebody who like you for real. Find somebody who do things that don't really necessarily benefit from them. It don't necessarily directly benefit from them. They're just here to support you. They're here to love you for real. I would say, just find somebody who loves you for real. Find somebody who likes to be in your company. Find somebody who likes your character. Find somebody who just really likes you for you. And then you can go from there, because what we as women do is we find good dick and we find niggas who like us. And I have never in my life seen nothing good come from somebody who liking somebody. That don't mean nothing. We put too much emphasis because we like a nigga or because we like a bitch. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. If you like somebody, it's okay to hang out with them. It's okay to linger with them. It's okay to chill with them. But know your triggers. Know when somebody don't really like you for real. Know when somebody is only liking you for one purpose and one purpose only. And that's not hard to figure out. And I feel like, the dating world would be better if people would just find what they like, find what their triggers are, find what they don't like exceptionally, and go with that. There's too many people out here with people who they don't like for real. They don't like them. They can't stand them. They don't like how they dress. They don't like how they talk. They don't like how they fuck. They don't like how they suck dick. They don't like how they eat pussy. They don't like them for real, and then they end up settling with them. I think it's just too much of that stuff going on. So find who you like. Find who you really fuck with for real. Find who fuck with you. Find who fuck with you. Find who, you know what I'm saying, really like the person that you are, and then you go from there. But outside of any of that type of stuff, all this stuff is delusion. All this stuff is just surface level. All this stuff is just, who is this nigga right here today? Do this nigga got money? Do this girl got money? Can she cook clean? Like, fuck all that shit. Find who really like you for you. When the cameras are off, when the phones are off, when times aren't good, when you don't got a lot of money, when, the food stamps, all that type of stuff. When all that stuff is cut off, find who you like for real. Find who matches you. And that's all I have to say. I get very passionate about that because I feel like the world could be a better place if people would just find their person. And these are things that you find out in dating and asking people questions that you're not scared to ask. Ask people the hard questions up front, early on, day 1, day 2, day 3. Because if not, you're going to be a week later or a month later or a year later with somebody that you don't like. And then you're going to say they're the bad guy or I'm the bad guy, when you could have just asked these questions up front and then did the homework that you needed to up front. So, yeah. So, listening to Monica, listening to her perspective, Monica wants you all to take accountability when you get in these situationships. First of all, cancel situation motherfucking ships. If you know that you're looking for a relationship, if you know that you are spiritual and you taking a walk with God or Jesus or whoever that you're taking a walk with, leave niggas alone. Leave dick alone. Leave this temporary bullshit alone because it can end up very badly. Leave this type of shit alone because females, we as women, we lie to ourselves and tell ourselves that we can deal with said situations and we know that we can't. So leave situationships alone. If you know you're the type of woman that want to deal with a man, you want a committed relationship, you want all the things that come along with that type of stuff, leave those type of situations alone and find what you want, because situationships can end up very badly. They can end up very criminal. And so I would say leave situationships alone. Under any capacity, leave situationships alone.
Cocky conversations, no holding back. Real direct, no sneak attacks. Queen talk only, baby, that's a fact. If you ain't bold, better fade to black. Cocky conversations, pull up and vibe. We talk that real, no need to lie. Pretty with a plan, I'm certified. Mic stay hot when I go live. Cocky conversations, no holding back. Real direct, no sneak attacks. Queen talk only, baby, that's a fact. If you ain't bold, better fade to black. Yeah.